Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Fractal tutorial for you, and this is another John Mayer one, and this is an exciting one. It's one I've been chasing after for quite a while, and it's the bigger than my body effect, the Adrenalinn 3, Adrenalinn 2, that pedal that we all know that John has used, still might use if he were to play the song ever again, but we're able to come up with a kind of an approximation of what that might be in the Fractal. So I'm going to show you how to dial that in today. But before that happens, don't forget to do all that YouTube-y stuff to help the channel to grow. And as always, leave a comment in the comment section letting me know how this worked for you, and also if there are any other tones you want to hear. Today we're going to be using, once again, the trusty Michael SX Custom. We're going to stay on the neck pickup for pretty much the whole time. We will give it a try on the neck middle pickup as well, but I'm pretty sure he stays on the neck for this song. This is an effect that it's kind of hard to replicate. There is some secret sauce for sure in the Adrenalinn pedal, but was able to do some research on the Fractal forum and found out that it's more of a flanger than what people think is an arpeggiator. So a flanger with a sequencer in it to kind of give it that kind of that pitch feel, almost an arpeggiator feel, but it's not really going through all the different intervals for an arpeggio, if that makes sense. But let's go and dive in, and I'm just going to show you my whole signal chain, and then we'll get into the good stuff. So here it is. We have a drive, the flanger block, the amp cab, and we're going to forget about the delay for now, and then the reverb. The amp is my kind of go-to for his type of sound, and that's the 2-rock. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through those settings briefly, but here they are. Everything is just in the ideal tab. I didn't touch anything else. And then for the cab, I used 2 cabs in stereo, the 4x12 Rumble with the EV and a Celestion Room Mic IR. And something I like to do is do a low cut right away. So right here in the filter section. And then for room level, it's at about 22%. And then for reverb, I really like the South Church reverb. It's modeled after the Percasti reverb. So this is set to normal, around a 2-second decay time, and 16.7% in the mix. So let's go ahead and just play a little bit of that for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the flanger block before we add in the drive. So this is, once again, I did some research on the Fractal forum. There was, I think it's a AXFX 8, I think. There's a preset from someone, I can't remember exactly who it was, but I'll make sure to give them some credit in the description box. But they posted a preset for this particular song, and basically what I did was used my buddy to dial this in on his AX 8, and then kind of ported it over to my FM3 and put in all the settings. So it's not like I came up with the effect, but we're just kind of translating that into the FM3 world. So here it is. You can see right here the manual parameter is moving up and down. So it's set to a sequencer. We're on a digital mono flanger. And something that you should probably do right away is go to controllers and then sequencer. And these are all the steps. For the Adrenalinn pedal that John uses for this song, it's a sequencer bass pedal with 32 steps. So you're gonna need all 32. Some guys were using, I think it was a pitch block set to an arpeggiator, and they're using 2 of them in series because there were only 16 steps, so you'd have to use 2 of them. But this gets you there. So make sure you pay attention to all 32 steps and their values, and make sure you dial those in perfectly. Set to 16th notes right here in the tempo, and that's about it for the controllers. So we'll exit out of that, go back to the flanger block. Here's all the settings, no tempo set for it. Something I did do is I had to take the level down just a little bit because it was just a little bit too hot and was starting to clip. So something that we don't have yet in the Fractal world, in the flanger block and the sequencer, is to be able to start the sequence and stop it at will. So basically, like if I were to play and then stop, I would want the sequence to start over again once I play it again, but it doesn't do that. So what you're going to hear when I turn the volume knob up is you're going to hear all the sequencing going through, and basically you have to kind of wait for it to go through its sequence and then start the riff. So we're going to do that. I'm going to turn on the flanger block. All right, so it's pretty much there. I just like to throw on a little bit of drive to give it that little extra push, make it a little bit more rock style. So we're going to turn on the drive, which is the Blues OD. Now, at that time in this Heavier Things era, we're not sure if that's what John used. Probably wasn't, but I just wanted something light to kind of push it a little bit. So I'm going to turn that on and then wait for it to sequence. All right, well there it is. That is the bigger than my body effect in the Fractal FM3. This will work for all units Fractal has to offer. So take this preset and all the parameters and dial that into your own rig. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, we'll just keep working on some other presets for you all. All right, take care. Bye.